All right, NFL fans and Chiefs fans, it's the big weekend. Sports Talk Matt here. Well, Patrick Mahomes has been nursing a high ankle sprain since he suffered the injury in the Chiefs matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the division round. We all saw Mahomes battle through the injury in the AFC Championship game against the Bengals. He was able to move enough during that game to lead his team to the Super Bowl, but was clearly hampered by the ankle and even looked to have re-aggravated it while backpedaling after throwing the ball during one play. Well, with the Super Bowl less than a few hours away, the question is, how will the ankle impact his game? Mahomes has come out and said he's feeling better than last game, a good sign for the Chiefs fans, and he's going to push through it with the talent around him. The key is not to do too much. I couldn't agree with Mahomes more, as over pushing it could cause a worse re-aggravation and one that could keep him on the sidelines if bad enough, or if it gets tweaked on a play as he's scrambling to do all the razzle-dazzle and fun stuff that he does. Well, high ankle sprains are much worse than your typical low ankle sprains due to the ligament known as the syndesmosis, which is this area right here in the ankle that's injured when you get this high ankle mechanism. The pain, the instability, and the swelling comes with it is very significant, and this is just a painful area because it holds these two bones together, the tibia and the fibula, which is critical for ankle joint stability and is super important in cutting and running, two things that Mahomes generally does very well. Well, these two ligaments occasionally need to be surgically stabilized, and you put a tightrope type device across it with suture and some metal buttons out here to keep it stable, just like Cooper Kupp and Tony Pollard this year. Our data shows that quarterbacks who suffer this injury usually miss 2 to 3 weeks if the injury doesn't require surgery. Well, because Mahomes couldn't get the rest he really needed, chances are he hasn't healed fully and is going to still be limited in his mobility in the big game. When returning from this type of injury, there's about a 25 to 30% decrease in on-field production, mostly in the run game for a mobile quarterback, as well as evading a sack, which Mahomes does brilliantly well. With Mahomes already played one game with the injury, we saw that he wasn't as agile as normal, but he was still able to run when needed. He did rush 3 times for 8 yards, but much below his season average of 21 yards per game on an average of 3.6 attempts per game. The Kansas City offensive line will have to step up and protect their quarterback, giving him ample time in the pocket to throw. If the Philadelphia defense can force him out of the pocket, it could mean big problems for the Chiefs. But barring a re-injury in the big game, and that would be kind of a plant and pivot mechanism, Patrick Mahomes should be effective if his offensive line can give him the time and keep a strong Eagles defensive rush away from him, as he's still going to be somewhat limited in his overall mobility, and I would expect about 10 to 20% down in overall rushing yards. But Patrick, we wish you the best of luck during the big game.